Today we're going to take a look at Jennings hoppers. It's common for them to have a problem of working fine until you hit a winning combination, and when it's supposed to pay, it may pay a coin or two and then it will show call attendant and lock up. Commonly the problem is corrosion on the pins on the hopper, and then occasionally it will be the socket that those pins will plug into. So I'm going to show you what I do to clean the pins back up and make them look like new. I like to use a Dremel tool with a wire wheel on the end. It's not a grinder, those are just little fine little bristles for cleaning, and it will shine these pins up like new. So here we go. Okay, and this is just for a demonstration. I would spend more time on it and be a little more meticulous on it, but you'll get a good idea of the difference just by cleaning them up with the Dremel wire wheel. Take a good look, much cleaner, and they will actually shine up like new. Now, after you've cleaned the contact pins, and if you still have the problem where it will not count coins properly and you end up with call attendant when you win, it can also be the connector that the hopper plugs into. These contacts will corrode as well. They're very difficult to get at and difficult to clean. The most effective method that I've found is you go to your local welding store and you buy a tool, or you can go on eBay and find them all over the place. They're called a tip drill, and it is a very tiny drill bit on the end, and there's an assortment of tips inside. If you buy a good one, that comes with all these different bits. You want to go small. But you start with a small bit that will fit in here. You don't want to distort the contacts. All you want to do is get in there and clean them, and you can use an up and down motion and gently side to side. Do not force it. You don't want to break the tip off in there, and you don't want to damage the contact, but you just take your time and go over each contact. You need to scrape the corrosion and crust off of that, and after you've gone through and cleaned all of them, if you have compressed air, blow out those holes, get that junk out of there. And you can knock it out of there too, but I would blow it out of there. And now you've got a good clean connection on both sides. And one little side note, you don't have to take this out of the machine to do it, but if you're going to do it in the machine, that's fine. The biggest thing to remember, unplug your machine. Don't just turn it off, unplug it. It's very high voltage. There's 120 volts on here, and you don't want to be hanging on to a metal drill and insert it and get electrocuted. So number one thing, unplug your machine. Be safe. And wear safety glasses.